Okay, so I was saying about like a BPO. Okay, so somebody like somebody they're working in BPO like they are my friend. They are also preparing for some different kind of like a job in government sector, and they are staying in Greater Noida. That is the part of Uttar Pradesh, right? So they also working in international call center and like a domestic call center. Okay, so they are also not quite fluent. Even their accent is also not good. They come from like village areas. Okay, so it doesn't feel like you have a good accent, then you are able to get the job in international call center. Yeah, but you should be like good at you have a good understanding skill. Like if you are going to do work in international call center, you have to deal with the international clients. Then on that moment, you have to be like very aware about the like accent of like UK accent, African accent, and like Gulf country accent. Why? Because most of the time you will get like a chance to speak with like a Gulf countries like Turkey and Egypt, like Somalia. Because most of the international companies they just like establish their work in Gulf countries. So yes, as far as my observation, but I don't know, like I don't think so. Like we have to be more fluent, but confidence should be there. Actually, I am not confident person, so confidence is very important part of.
Okay, okay. So as you said that we need to have good understanding skill in UK accent and sorry in UK, you know, like you have British accent and US American accent, and there could be like Somalia and many more countries over there. So I'm saying that
Mhm.
okay, you need to have good understanding skill, but what about the conveying message? I mean, if you are not able to convey properly, because as you know, they are from different countries, so there would be, you know, some flawless while speaking. You know, like if you speak flawlessly and if you feel hesitant, pace, like you know, just talking while speaking, so it does not make sense because they are not here to understand you for hours and hours. You have to just finish your queries quickly. You know, yes.
Mm,
So I mean, you have to have such kind of level, and then you will be able to crack. And it comes like you have to be fluent. I'm not talking about just change your accent, but I'm talking about the having a good pronunciation. You know, whatever we speak, most of the time, majority of time, we don't utter proper way words. We think that yes, we are speaking very good, like other person can understand, but to be honest, like we are
So
not pronouncing well. Yeah, sorry.
okay, so let me tell you one thing, like pronunciation. If I talk about like a pronunciation, so like if you just try to find the pronunciation, so like 100 out of like a five people, they have
Mm.
good pronunciation in India. Okay. And if you go like out of Indian countries, like Gulf countries, African countries, and like just Northeast countries, like North Asian countries, so they have also different accent. Okay, so accent is like important. We have to speak like a good accent. We have to use like a proper way. Like it would be better to like convey our message to
You know,
someone.
sorry
So
for interruption, but if you don't have accent, okay, but you have good pronunciation, then that pronunciation, you know, your way of speaking, uttering words, it can enhance your speaking skill. I mean, let's say that you are uttering some word that is bad pronunciation. Okay, you are not uttering properly. This is exactly you should utter. So you will sounding different way than a someone who is pronouncing, you know, like correctly. So when you know how to
mhm.
pronounce things properly, you will be sounding little different than normal people. I have seen in India. Like they don't have any kind of accent, but the way they speak, the way they articulate their thought, it's just tremendous. You know, I just really love to listen them. So I think yes. So
Yes,
pronunciation
right. For
matters whether
communication,
you deny this fact, but we need to have a good
for
pronunciation.
communication for communication you have to be like a good at pronunciation, good at vocabulary. You have to use like advanced vocabulary for like speaking good English, right? So but for getting job, it's not like a mandatory to have a good command over on vocabulary. I don't think so. Like actually, I don't do work in BPO sector, but my some friends they working over there and they don't have that kind of like skill. But even they are working in international call center and somebody they working in Spanish. They have completed their diploma in Spanish and French language.
The name of those company where they works. I mean, the like in.
Like okay, I will tell you later. But I don't know exactly in which company they're working, but they're working in international company. But they are not like very bad in English. They have a good command over in understanding, and as well as they are also able to like deliberate their message to someone. But I know like I have completed my graduation with them, so I know better than others like what the potential of them. Okay,
Okay.
and even I have been learning this language for 1 year. Okay, I don't have much experience. So yeah, it's okay. But now I'm concerned about like my communication, and also I just watched some videos of native speaker, and
Mhm.
Sunil sir are here in YouTube. He's a great teacher. I would say like he has like a good communication skill. Apart from that, I just watched some videos of Asutosh. He's also good teacher,
Mhm.
and right. Mm.
Okay, so these kind of thing you are doing these days to enhance your speaking skill, right?
Actually, if I just like say, so I have a good command over in grammar. I know each and everything, like how to use adjective, like infinitive, gerund, all the things. But when I just start to speaking with someone, I forget all the things. Where we have to use like a gerund, where we have to use like a infinitive. Okay. So like while speaking, I just try to avoid grammatical rule and regulation. I just try to speak like a simple English, and like we know we have need to be like a confident while speaking, whether we are speaking wrong and right. Actually, in
Mhm.
October and November, we have. So I thought that if I do this kind of conversation, it would be better for me to enhance our confidence. So that's why I'm searching for a speaking partner. It's my pleasure to got connected with you.
Okay, so I mean, do you read any book, anything?
Yes, actually, I'm a spiritual person, so I just read different kind of spiritual books. And recently, I just purchased one like book, and I just completed only just like 20 to 25 pages of this, right? So like I just read, and I have I'm a book lover, we can say. I just try to read different kind of books which is related to spirituality, politics, and like a self improvement. Yeah.
So
What
what
about
are
you?
you more
What's your hobby?
what are you
Hmm?
more in like what are you more into in like reading book? What kind of book do you like to read? Only spiritual books or like fictional or novel? Like what kind of book? Self-help book.
All kind of book, but it depend on my mood. Okay, it depend on my mood. So but like for example, now just I bought this book, so like we have to complete this book within 1 month. Okay,
Mhm.
after completing this, then I think that let's see if I just look on the market some different books, so I'll try to purchase. So not only just in spirituality, because spirituality is also good for us to get like a peaceful life. Okay, why? Because like in society, they're having lots of negativity, and we have need to deal with that. So like if you are going to deal with that, then you have to proper knowledge how to deal with that kind of like a negative, atmosphere. So I think this kind of book it's helpful for us. And apart from that, I also like to play cricket match. Cricket is also my hobby. But in these days, I'm not playing cricket match. And cooking is also my hobby. I do cooking. So actually, I'm a vegetarian, so I just know how to make like waste things. So when I get like a free time, I try to make different kind of dishes. And I love like spicy food. Yeah.
Okay, tell me one thing that I have heard by many people that I'm a book reader. I'm a book reader. So, do you really, I mean, apply those things? Those. words, those thoughts which comes from book in your life, or you just read and just go away, just move away in your life?
No, no, I'm not like that person. Like, yeah, like for like actually one thing I would say, like if you are just like reading something, so first of all, like for example, like if you are going to watch in some videos on YouTube, okay, they're having so many saint and gurus and monks in YouTube. They're trying to give different kind of like spiritual knowledge, right? So but we have lack of knowledge, we don't know anything about spirituality. So when we just like look any videos, then we thought okay, they are saying right for us, okay. But if you're trying to like fulfill your like knowledge as they have, so then you get to know like he just speaking good for us or not good for us, okay. So in society they're having lots of like lecturers, like motivators, and but we think that they are like a good person. They are a good person. Why? Because we have lack of knowledge, okay. So we have to fulfill that kind of knowledge. And one thing I would say, like whatever I read, I really like try to implement those things, not 100%, but uh, 30 to 50% I try to implement on my life. And now just I'm not very old person, so sometimes we also distracted about like if I try to do like a worship, so sometimes mind is just going somewhere else, okay. So this kind of distractions having in mind as well. Hmm.
I want to share something with you that I mean we read a bunch of book, okay, like somebody just tell us that yeah, read this book, this is wonderful book, fantastic book, without knowing the fact that whether this is fantastic or not, because you got recommendation, so you started reading, and you would be just applying in your life without knowing the meaning of that book. I mean, indirectly, maybe unknowingly. So I just want to say to everybody that read, whatever book you get, but don't apply each and every book, okay, in your life, whatever written there, because whoever you read, whoever author's book you read, they comes, I mean, they have written by their experience, okay, what they have experienced and what had happened in their life. So those things you are going to read and gonna just understand, but it would be totally different to your scenario than their scenario, right? They might be really poor, they might be really belong to rich family, and then they establish their business or something. But look at yourself, are you from the same background, or you are from very poor background? So you cannot compare yourself to theirs, them, right? You have to see, you have to articulate yourself, you have to practically think about that matter, that okay, whoever books thoughts you are going to implement your life, whether it is, I mean whether it is like correlating to your life or not, right? So first identify and then implement in your life. Don't implement everything, you cannot do it, you will
Yes.
fail definitely. So that's what I have learned so far, and I have got to know by many while speaking, they have the same mentality the way I have. They share the same thought that don't implement everything, but first check the background which you have and they have, and then think what can you do in that matter. So
Right. But sometimes like while reading this book, we get like some good knowledge, okay. For example, like as you said that like each and every individual has their own struggle,
like,
own like lifestyle, okay. If we think that like from like a village areas, like a poor families, and they have done so many things for itself and for nation as well. So we also can do that. No, you can't do that because you also come from village area, but you don't have that kind of potential, okay, which they had, okay. So so you have to pick up something like which is reliable for your life, not for 100%, but something you will get if you are going to read some
course,
biography. Definitely can learn something from that biography, that book. But you have to think which thing is like a good for us. Like for example, if I want to be like a good speaker, okay, like if I think okay, I don't like Sunil sir, okay, I don't like Sunil sir, like he's not a good speaker, I'm the best one. But why I can't say that? Like I know that my potential, okay, and I know like his potential. He has been learning English like for long time, okay. Since long time he has been learning this language. And if I'm going to do comparison, I try to show off, no, no, I'm the best one, like Sunil sir is nothing. So then no having any comparison, we can learn something from his. And he also completed his schooling in Hindi medium. So he's a like a motivation for all. Like I just love to that person actually. Like he's just trying to make videos. So yeah, right. You said right actually. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
No, I'm just not talking about, I'm not particularly talking about the books and text. I'm talking about everything. Whoever you follow in your life, it would be some celebrity, it would be friend, it would be your relative, it would be anything. So I'm just saying that just be practical. Whatever you read, whoever you live, and whoever you follow, each and every time. Whoever you follow, whoever you like, just try to be, just wisely think about that matter, and then you can go. Yes, otherwise if you
But
just blindly start following, it will not
sometimes
give you good results, I guess. Yeah, as per.
it's very difficult. Sometimes it's very difficult how to how to know like what the right things for it and like what the not right things for me. Okay, like
Mhm.
as you told that like after reading the book, you have to think wisely what the thing is
Exactly.
good for you and what
Because
the thing is not
you are
good
going
for
to invest your
you.
time.
But
Because
sometimes
you are going to invest your
hmm,
time, and time is very necessary. Time is very precious in our life. Whatever do, you need to be into that, and you need to act wisely. You cannot invest your time to each and everything. No, where you do not get results, right? Yes.
yes, right.